Hey guys, it's Bassima. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Fiverr related video for you. It's going to be a Fiverr's beginner guide. If you're new here, I'm a freelance coach on Fiverr and off of Fiverr, and I love helping aspiring and new freelancers get started on the platform. So what is Fiverr? Fiverr is essentially an online platform that allows freelancers to offer almost any service to clients internationally. So there's a few terms that you're going to hear on Fiverr that you might not hear outside of Fiverr. The first thing we should cover is what is a freelancer. A freelancer is a self-employed individual, so they work for themselves. They are going to offer their services for a price or a fee. When you're freelancing, whether it be a freelance coach or a freelance writer or a freelance editor, your clients can range from one-off clients that book with you only one time, and they can also be more longer-term clients. So I have clients now that I've had for over a year, and I have clients that I've only had for one session. So there really is a variety in terms of clients that you may get to work with. The next term that you're going to hear often on Fiverr is seller. So what is a seller? The seller is going to be the freelancer on Fiverr that is offering services to clients. So right now I'm looking at the seller side of the platform, which means that I'm offering services on Fiverr that clients can then buy from me. If I was to switch now to the buying side of the platform, that means I then become a buyer. What is a buyer? A buyer is essentially a client who can purchase a service from a freelancer or seller on Fiverr. Once I get to the buyer's side of the platform, as you can see, I now have some examples of services that I can purchase from other sellers. So that's the main difference between seller and buyer. So seller is the freelancer, buyer is the client. Some other terms that you're going to hear on Fiverr are gig. So this is super important because this is what clients can buy from you. A gig is essentially a service that's offered by the freelancer, so the seller, to the buyer, which is the client. So an example of one of my gigs, which I'll show you right over here, is I will be your productivity, time, and energy management coach. So as you can see, I currently have 3 active gigs on my profile, which means as the seller, I'm currently offering 3 services that the client can then decide to purchase from me if they wish to do so. Now this takes us to the next term that you're going to hear on Fiverr, which is packages. So what exactly is the client going to purchase from you? And that's called a package. So if we're to go on the platform, you're going to see that within each gig that a freelancer creates, they can offer 3 options at different price points. So right here, there's the basic, there's the standard, and there's the premium package. Within each package, you're going to notice that there's a drop down which is going to show you what's included. So if we're to look at the basic package, you're going to see that the basic package is usually going to have the least amount of add-ons or the least amount of hours that the seller is going to work on the buyer's request. And if we're to go into the standard package, you're going to notice that the add-ons are going to increase a little bit more. And then if we're to go into the premium package, that's going to be the full-blown package. That's going to include everything that the seller is currently offering at the moment. So if we're to look at my premium package, it's going to include 5 sessions, and it's also going to include a personalized action plan. So this is what the client buyer is actually purchasing from the seller. They're purchasing a package within a gig. Like I showed you before, I'm currently offering 3 gigs. So within each gig, you're going to notice that there's a basic, standard, and premium package. So if I'm to look at another gig that I'm currently offering, so this one right here, I will be your remote work coach for new freelancers. You can see that I also have a basic, standard, and premium package. Now, what happens when the client or the buyer actually decides to purchase from the freelancer or seller? An order is placed. So once the buyer decides on which package within the gig they want to purchase, it's going to create you an order page. So an example of this is if I was to go into order, this is what my order page would look like. So this is important because it's going to show you what package the client actually purchased from you, and it's also going to give you the timeline. So you're going to be able to see, can I deliver it within the timeline that I originally suggested? Do I need more time? Depending on the requirements that the client has listed within the order, then you're going to be able to request additional time if needed. So within the order page, it's showing you a countdown timer that you can refer to, and just make sure that you're delivering your order within the respected time. From there, there's a really awesome feature that I love to use, which is custom offers. As the word clearly states, you get to personalize your offers depending on what the client is looking for. Let's say the client is not finding what they're looking for within your 3 packages within that gig. You get to tailor the offer to what the client is looking for if you can deliver that. So that's super awesome. I love to use that if I feel like a client may need more sessions or less sessions than what I'm currently offering. Now, the next thing that you're going to notice next to each seller, so each freelancer on the platform, is that they're going to have a level next to their name or their profile. If we're to go back to my profile, for example, you're going to notice that I have a level 2 here. So this is my level. Now, I'm going to show you what this looks like in general. If we're to go to the buying side of the platform, you're going to see that every freelancer has a level next to their name. You obtain this level depending on whether or not you hit the requirements of that level. So there's 3 options here. You can either get promoted to the next level if you meet the requirements of the next level. You'll either stay at the same level if you didn't yet meet the requirements of the next level and nothing happened to compromise the state of your current level. And the last option is that you get demoted to a lower level if any of your current level requirements were compromised. You can always go into your analytics and overview and just make sure that you're meeting the requirements of that level. There's going to be an evaluation period every month on the 15th, and your level is going to update accordingly. Now let's talk about some general pros and cons of freelancing on Fiverr. So this is going to be purely from the perspective of being a freelancer on Fiverr, not the buyer's perspective. So the first obvious advantage of freelancing on Fiverr is that there's no upfront fee or anything that you need to pay in order to create your profile. It's absolutely free to get started. The next benefit is that the clients, so the buyers, they already know the platform and they're going there specifically to purchase services. The third benefit is that if you have search-friendly gigs that are in demand, then you can pretty much get consistent orders with little to no marketing on your end. The fourth benefit that I absolutely love about being a freelancer on Fiverr is that it really allows you to explore your different interests in case you don't know what it is that you want to offer as a freelancer yet. So as you can see, I'm currently offering 3 active gigs. I can do more, I can do less, depending on what my interests are and what it is that I want to offer. So I especially recommend this if you're a new freelancer and you don't know what it is that you want to offer yet, then start creating some gigs and exploring and see what it is that you might want to be pursuing longer term as a freelancer. And the last benefit is that it can be a great extra source of income for relatively low commitment depending on the service that you're offering. Now, I do also want to cover some cons of freelancing on Fiverr. So the first one, which is no secret at all, is that Fiverr takes a 20% cut off of your orders, your tips, and any gig extras. So any add-ons that you decide to offer at a price. Fiverr is going to take a 20% cut off of all of these. The next con is that you may feel like you're charging way less than you like at the beginning until you start gaining some reviews. The third downside is you may experience challenging clients and negative reviews. And the last con is that it could feel difficult to set up a successful profile at the beginning until you get the hang of the Fiverr algorithm to allow yourself to be found. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, then hit that like and subscribe button down below. And if you have any freelancing or Fiverr related questions, leave them in the comment section down below and I'd love to answer them or make a video around the topic. Thank you again for watching and I hope to catch you in the next video.